One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. About to kick off to get things started. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Florida State's offense comes onto the field first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quarterback on the keeper. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Seminoles are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Noles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Noles are threatening in the red zone. Gonna sling it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Pittman. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Zings it complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. Get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. This could well be the biggest game we see all regular season, and this outcome promises to be a real talking point.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Castellanos. That's caught. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picks up enough to get the 1st and 10 from the 11. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Off play action. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Noles.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Pressure coming. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. This time he's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use the quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Got him downfield. He's brought down to the 49. That is well short of the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. The Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Rushes on him. On the move and looking deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Snags it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. They are forced to settle for 3.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCoy. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. A quick pass to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll keep it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Complete downfield. Runs through the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Wake Forest put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Deacs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That's caught. It's Horton. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands. It's Cuevas. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Horton. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pulls it in, it's Williams. Smashes ahead. Looking for the end zone. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. It's complete to the left.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Steps away, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Back open in the middle. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to get the first through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Noles will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goal post inside the 5. Miller with the ball. Can't get him to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
And the Noles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Simpson. There's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Trying to barge in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. On second and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Robinson. There he goes! Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they've built this dynasty at Alabama.
Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. To the air, it's Castellanos. They've got the screen set up. At the 20, he's got space. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Quarterback on the keeper. It's a fumble. Oh, and a first disaster by falling on his own fumble. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Oh, he's got a chance. Nothing but green grass down the middle. 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
37, Alabama, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Looking to buy time. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Horton. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. QB draw. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's got it down the middle. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Makes the grab, it's Horton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cuevas. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got a man, it's Cuevas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback's shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Grab near the marker. It's Miller. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Plucks it out of the air. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The play action fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UMass has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Amherst. They're trailing by 35 to Temple. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. To the air, it's Simpson. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference. Offense.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Wants to fire on second down. This time it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. With a virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game, might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. They'll go for it, 4th and goal. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.